Hey guys, welcome back to another Old World Fanatics video, and this is more of a reaction video. Hey Andrew, how you going, mate? Thanks for jumping on. Yeah, we just, by the time you see this, I don't know, it might even be out before that. We basically recorded the podcast last night, and it's going out tomorrow night or something, whatever. I don't know what day it is. And then this came out in between there. So, and they also mentioned in this article they're going to do some other almanacs, which makes sense. They're about to do the Orc and Goblin tribe release. So we thought, let's just get on and do a reaction for this because it's, it's a bit interesting just because it's one of these interviews for the developers. And, obviously it's the first time they've done something like this after the Old World release and some of their, obviously there's some hints here that what's to come and things. So, yeah, just wanted to get you on, Andrew, and just chat through some of these things. So,
because these coming out is why we moved our recording night, wasn't it? Now we've moved it back, but now these are coming out again.
I know, yeah. It seems like it's probably going to happen, isn't it? When they do a factory, like around the week or two around the releases, they probably will do some of these.
The odd Almanack coming out.
Yeah. So yeah, you can see the Black Orcs up here and the new big boss and stuff. Obviously, the Black Orcs, like we said in the podcast, are not on first wave release yet and stuff, but and obviously you don't see any night goblins in any of these pictures, which is interesting. But yeah, it really looks like they're basically talking to the developers about the Arcane journal and that process and stuff. And yeah, what did you think about? Obviously, they're talking a lot about the trolls that are in it as well. Was there anything interesting about the development of the almanacs or anything that you thought you didn't realize, or what was the overall vibe of the article for you?
I just think it's just getting the more information and the nomadic tribes and how they were going to work. I thought that was really cool. The only thing I was a little bit unsure about was it seems Wolf Rider centric. I was like, really?
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, well, let's talk about that. So obviously we knew the trolls are going to have a army of infamy, which is, the Arcane Journal comes with 2 characters, 2 bespoke armies of infamy. And they do talk about this new lore, which we can talk about as well, which we knew, with the new troll hag, really released troll hag. But yeah, we also find out about the other army of infamy, which is these nomadic warg, which is an all mounted list, which I guess is going to be wolf riders, but also boars and boar champions and stuff like that, chariots, I'd imagine. So that's interesting, but at the same time, it's pretty much people taking wolf riders because of bloody impetuous, and whether or not that will change or they'll have other counters in that list will be interesting.
Yeah,
I don't know. You can take them in closed order, but again, it doesn't stop you being impetuous, does it?
Nah. With what do they got, like leadership of 6 or something? I'm guessing.
Yeah, well, it's not impetuous. It's just the 4 up, and you got to charge.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's changed.
Yeah, it's changed. Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, it has.
So it's technically sort of worse than frenzy because you can't, you can't boost your leadership.
Yeah, you can't counter it.
And the reason why it's so bad on Wolf Riders is they're movement 9 or whatever, so they're 18-inch. Well, not 18-inch. Well, it is actually a Swiss Rod, so yeah.
I haven't got anything impetuous at all, so I was just like, it's one of those. Sometimes rules,
Wolf Riders, in general, with this new edition, you would take them as, if they weren't impetuous, you'd take them as skirmishers and they'd be awesome, moving around and getting in the way. But because if you do that, then they can charge 360 and they're impetuous. It's like, and they're not going to win a charge. They're going to go in and just die. So,
do the exact thing you don't want them to do.
That's so weird because also those new AOS Wolf Riders are just awesome. You'd love to have a whole army of those and convert them up because the old ones are a bit average. But so they talk about. They talk about the whole troll stuff and stupidities and equalizer, and it's even the big troll hag's stupid, which is kind of funny, because it sounds like she's pretty powerful, and then they're giving her this whole. It sounds like a whole spell lore, not just like I said in the book. I said in the podcast that maybe it's just a couple of spells, but it sounds like it might be a whole lore, and they said that's not going to be usual. They're just going to do it with a couple of them. Couple of armies where they want to do that sort of stuff and add a little bit more flavor and things, but they also are very conscious that they don't want power creep every Arcane Journal pops out, that it just it gets more powerful and more powerful because they keep adding, custom laws to things. And so, well, the ninth one, which is really good to hear, isn't it? Because that's sort of what happened to 7th edition by the sound of it.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because they got the cards out and everything. So I don't know how that's going to work unless they put the cards in with the unit cards, maybe.
Oh, they will. They have to give, because you do get the cards with this release, so they must have those Arcane Journal ones in there, which they do. Like you get with the Tomb King ones, you get the magic items from the Arcane Journal in there and stuff. So
has it got any of the spells specific to? Were there any other? Yeah.
No, like not that weren't in Ravening Hordes, so we didn't have to. Yeah, but I'm assuming they'll do that for sure. I think.
Yeah, you'd think.
Yeah. Which is very powerful, quite small in number. What was the asterisk on that one? This is about the trolls. Oh, okay, it's perfect for when the order comes out, bringing back a range of classic stone trolls. Okay, that's fun. Interesting, it said more to say next week. So we're probably going to get a Wave 2 pre-order next week then for even more stuff. Because these classic stone trolls aren't up this week for pre-order. It's just these 2 stone trolls. So I guess we are going to see more and more coming out, which I guess makes sense. Yeah.
It is random they got the 2 separate stone trolls.
Yeah, I can't even remember these guys, man. I just...
Nah, to be honest.
Either it was when I was not playing or it was even before that, and this is really old. So I don't know. I'm going to have to go back and look. Hopefully...
They don't look terrible. I think they don't look terrible.
Don't you reckon this guy looks closer to the Battle of Skull Pass troll?
Yeah, 100%.
So...
They got that look.
Must be around that era, but I just can't remember them. But again, I wasn't really playing too much in the latter parts of 6th and then into 7th, so I can't remember. Our listeners will tell us. But yeah, this is the this nomadic warg, which it's pretty cool. I mean, it's something that people have, a lot of people have tried to all mounted goblin orc lists and stuff. So this is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
And we know the chariots are, orc chariots are awesome, and I guess the goblin wolf ones are. So yeah, I just bit debatable about the use of these goblin wolf riders, given how the rules. They even talk about this right up until they fail the impetuous roll. They get the hell of a charge around. So, but they're sort of joking about the fact that is their weakness. But still, I don't know. I don't think you'd see it in a game, not a competitive game. I don't know. It's just too risky.
Yeah, I don't know. Surely there's some special rules in there for that. Just make them competitive. I can't see them sort of having these. You've only got the two armies of infamy in your Arcane Journal.
Yeah, and one's just useless.
It might not be that. Yeah. Just have one that's just completely. Yeah. I mean, hey, you never know. But
this is where it goes into the troll magic a little bit about. They steered away from entire laws for every faction because we wanted to keep the number of spells down. If you have too many, you risk that, running out of design space and new spells. And there's a danger new spells become too powerful. So that's what I was saying before. So that's really good. But to me, that means this is a full, lore, 6-7 cards, which is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
And then we see the rule. Oh, where was it? Oh, no, sorry, it wasn't in this article. We also got in the comments for this article or on Facebook some special rule around being able to the regen, troll hordes can re-roll their regen save. So
that's
definitely bring some hordes. That's going to be funny. Obviously, against flaming attacks probably doesn't help, but I don't know if you guys did you used to watch Mr. Malorian's battle reports?
No.
Yeah, so he in 8th there was a period of time where I can't remember if it was 2 or 3 hordes of trolls. So you had 6x3. Because remember you used to be able to hoard a monstrous infantry unit? 6 wide. Yeah. I can't remember if he had 2 or 3 units of them. But that was pretty much his entire army.
That is nuts.
Troll hordes. Yeah. Yeah. So be interesting to actually play something like that. That's actually viable. I mean, he did well too, but obviously there's huge counters with it. But because they're stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. I'm trying to think of the other things that I liked. Well, yeah, let's go down to the what's next, because this is, we'll see a lot more about this. That we did see this character, didn't we, the other day? Ogred's Swam Digger, the new orc shaman that had the troll hide on him.
The old school one with the big bomby knocker.
Oh, was it an old? I think this is the new guy, or is it not?
I thought it was the old school one.
Oh, maybe, but I don't actually see the guy I'm talking about in any of these pictures.
Yeah, it's right in front, right in the middle. Go up, up, up. Yep. Oh, yep. Isn't that him right in the middle?
Oh, no, I'm not talking. No, I swear there was a new shaman coming out. That was in that original article. Yeah, and I'm just wondering if that's him. I just can't remember now. I should have checked that before recording this. Sorry, guys. But anyway, yeah, so this is the bit that I found interesting. Just it's refreshing. It feels like the last couple of little articles like this, how they did the dig about legacy factions, and then what was the other one? Something about, what was it? Can't remember what it was. It was definitely the one about, if you're going to come along with the ride, you have to, get on don't play the legacy. And wasn't there another comment that came out where it's just like, why are you saying this? Oh, that was the Kislev one. It was like, we're not planning on, got no plans to do those ones. And you're just like all this excitement, and you just poo-poo it. And I don't feel
crushing hopes and dreams.
Yeah, this was like totally opposite. Like they've actually, obviously giving us a bit of an insight that, hey, this is a big job, guys. We are bringing back a lot of figures, and we have to paint them all and redo it. So just be patient. Like there's a mountain yet to climb with our plans for the old world, and even with so many people working on it, the amount of plastic, metal, and resin we need to bring back, it's going to take us quite a long time. So I'll probably change my tune. How I was saying I'd really hope they'd do another release and try to do like 2 armies every 3 to 4 months. Maybe it is 3 months per army, and we're going to wait 2 and a bit years for all of them.
Well, I think that was in there with the comment that was redacted.
Yes. Yeah. What was that? Here. We do aim.
That's right there.
The game's been incredibly well received, and it's great that there's so much passion. The scope of the project has grown, so please bear with us. I mean, that to me is saying that there's been meetings sitting around going, we need to do more for Old World. This is going to be a good game. This is going to be a big income stream. We need to resource it accordingly, but you never turn around. They've only known the exact results of this since January, because obviously they plan things out years in advance, but you don't know the result until it hits the market. It hit the market, It's gone crazy, and now they're going, okay, we need to resource it, change plans, which is what you do as a business. It's fine, but it's going to take a while. And we aim to do this forever. That's in line with all their mission statements, which I like as well, and they're saying that. So no more N times V2 as far as I'm concerned, which is good. We have planned books for the next X years or whatever, so that's funny.
Years.
They like to do this stuff, so
Well, I suppose it takes the pressure off. Like, you said it was
true.
People get upset. Like it's like miniatures running out, or like dates getting extended and delayed. I suppose it's managing expectations.
Yeah, it is, and it's at the same time, but still giving you an answer, even though it's not specific. This is I just love this end part. I just feel like they've listened and they've actually given us a positive spin to the community to go, hey, look, we're here forever. It's bigger than we thought. It's gone better than we thought. We've got heaps of plans. We do have to still get through our initial release, which, guys, you got to be patient. Like, we've got to get all these figures out. But then who knows what's done? Who knows what's next? So like they're saying, once that's done, who knows? But
that got people excited, didn't it?
And then when you hear that and you line it back to the whole comment about, if you're going to be on the old world, join us with the core factions, I sort of get it as well. It's like, let's all just agree that the first version is this. Let's all support it. It's going to help it. And then it's just going to go anywhere from there. Like, it doesn't mean we're not going to get Kislev and all that. But right now we're focusing on this. So I get it. But
100%.
Some of those things in the past a bit better, but
you're not going to expand something that's not successful. So at the end of the day, you need to sort of. It's probably frustrating for some people because they're like, we bought all these miniatures already, but I mean, it's just the world you're in.
People say stuff like, are they just doing this just to curb curb us for a bit, but really they hope it fails, or that, you know, like a business is never going to go, we're going to spend even a dime and hope it fails. Like they would just not do it. That's how you, like why spend money? So they do want it to succeed. It's just
100%.
Yeah.
No, especially the guys doing this. Like, if it's not like they're just going to plonk somebody into managing and directing the old world that doesn't want to do it. You're going to have, the guys that are directing and managing this are going to be, they're going to want to see it succeed. So it's 100%.
That's good. It was a really positive article. I think it was really well timed, and makes me think it's going to be exciting again. Back to at least the next week or two, just seeing. Plus with the Adepticon release, what's coming, and see some new stuff, because it does feel like we've had months leading up to the end of the year. Tomb Kings, Bretonnia. I mean, I love Tomb Kings obviously and stuff, and Bretonnia, but it's been much all the same, and not for the others. And I could see people getting a bit antsy. So hopefully, even just giving us Orcs and Goblins, and then hopefully we see something new on Thursday. It just keeps adding fresh stuff, and keeps people excited, and keeps putting their armies together in preparation for their books to come out and stuff. So
well, that's it. I mean, at the end of the day, you've got a very usable army, even though you got to wait a year or two. But I mean, geez, time flies, doesn't it? So,
and we know it's not really for new people. Like, unfortunately, if you're new, you're going to have to scavenge. You're going to have to buy it, you 3D print, whatever. But Games Workshop, they're just taking, they think long term, I guess, and they're like, hey, if we lose some model sales initially, those guys will come back when we release X, Y, Z. They'll buy our stuff anyway. That's what they're thinking. I mean, the whole 3D thing's a whole different discussion down the point. At some point it may flip over where they can't compete and they're going to have to look at it. Who knows? But right now they probably don't. So,
well, that's not just limited to this. I think that's going to be
that's just all.
Across
and
the board.
You'd be far more worried about that in the Space Marine range than you are bloody old world. You know what I mean? In terms of underlying cost to your business. Anyway, cool. Well, I just wanted to cover that quickly and say that we are looking at this stuff. But if these drop every day, obviously we can't cover all this on just the podcast. Good. So we'll try and just jump on and
it's good
reaction.
It's got good content. It's like sometimes they just like throw them in. Like towards the end, the other almanacs are just sort of like the first few were big, and then
Like, well, even the one we looked at with the on the podcast about, like, it sounded like it was just an intern talking about telling us it had plastic wheels for the chariot, and it's like that, like that's not new to me, and I don't care. This stuff actually had stuff that was interesting. So
that's it. I wonder if they're going to continue this like they were previously with the frequency of these almanacs.
Well, I think while they're in that 2-week window, they will, because then pre-orders go up. It's 2 weeks of pre-orders, at least for the UK, so ignore the delays. Then that means people like, the other, the content providers will have access to them soon. And then therefore, then once that release date hits, they'll be able to then show, the painting videos and the games playing, the Troll Horde and stuff come Saturday in 2 weeks' time or whatever. So I think they'll keep a lot of content coming out over the next, maybe not every day, but I think we'll see way more than we had. And then it'll go quiet again for a bit. And then they'll do another couple of I think they'll do a few waves over the next couple of months to get the rest of the orcs out. And then we'll see the next one potentially, which has probably they'll probably preview dwarves or something, but we won't see much of them until 3 months' time or something.
Imagine all the prices of trolls on eBay at the moment.
Well, I was wondering that even before this article, because when they talked about the Troll Horde, I thought people are just going to get AOS and just buy all the trolls.
Yeah, no, so. They're going to be empty shelves pretty quick. So if you're going to be doing that, get in there early.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thanks for listening to another quick one just from us. And this time it was pretty quick. We got it under 20 minutes or so. So, and if there's anything interesting, we might be around for the Adepticon reveal. We'll just see how we go. But otherwise, we'll definitely cover it next week. And keep an eye out for all the rest of our content. Like, subscribe, and leave us comments. We'll answer them if there's anything you want to know. Thanks a lot, guys. Cheers, Andrew.
Cheers. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.